Good day, everyone. Welcome to CHM Classroom with Auntie Taiwo. We have started gas laws and we have been able to do some calculations under Boyle's law, Charles law, and even the general gas law. So today we'll be moving to the ID gas, yes, ID gas calculation. Please click on the subscription button before we proceed to the class. So the ID gas calculation entails the pressure, the volume, number of moles, the rate where we have a constant of 0.0820. Then we have the volume, we have the temperature as well in Kelvin. So there are some basic conversions that is expected of us to do before we go into the calculation. So I'm going to write the formula for the ID gas on the board. So we have our PV equals to nRT. So the P is for the pressure, V is for volume, N is for number of moles, R is for rate, and the T is for temperature. In some of our videos, we have learned something relating to mole. As we all know that mole equals to mass over molar mass, and we have about 5 to 6 formulas for mole. So we are going to see in this practical question on the board, we are being asked to calculate what? Calculate the pressure at 27 degrees Celsius of 16 grams of oxygen gas occupying 2.50 dm cube, and our rate is being given in what? ATM dm cube mole per Kelvin. So what this means is that every other thing that have been given, every parameter that have been given needs to align with this unit. So what this means is that there are some questions that you might be asked to calculate, or that is now. Look at, we are being asked to calculate pressure. That means our pressure must be in ATM eventually. Then our volume must be in what? dm cube. Thank God the question on the board, our volume is in dm cube. Then mole, yes, your mole. Then we have Kelvin. So that means you need to also convert your temperature to what? Kelvin. So before we proceed, let's write out our parameters and do the necessary conversion if needed. So pressure is what we are looking for. Volume is what? 2.5 dm cube, right? And we need to look for number of mole. Mole equals to what? Mass over molar mass. So from the question here, my mass is what? 16. And my molar mass of my O2, molar mass of oxygen will be what? 16 times 2 will give me what? 32. So I'll say 32. So my mole here will be 0.5 mole. Yes, so I've gotten my mole. Okay, so what next do we need? Rate. My rate is here as well. Then my temperature. My temperature is expected to be what? My temperature is expected to be 27 degrees Celsius plus 273. You remember our conversion to Kelvin scale. So we are going to have 300 Kelvin. So now let's proceed. We are going to make P the subject of the formula. So P is going to be what? nRT over what? Volume. Yes, so now we can actually substitute our value. So my N is what? 0.5 multiplied by rate 0.082 multiplied by my temperature, which is 300, divided by my volume. What is my volume? 2.5 dm cube. So in all, at the end of the day, I'm expected to have what? 4.92. You can confirm this. So my pressure is what? 4.92 atm, atmospheric pressure. Okay, so we have been able to calculate for our pressure using the ID gas formula. Actually, it depends. You actually know that you are using ID gas formula in respect to how the question is being written. Okay, there are some other questions that you'll be asked to calculate mole. You can be asked to calculate temperature. You can be asked to calculate pressure or volume. It depends on how the question actually comes to play. All right. So please tell your friends that something is happening on YouTube. Chem Classroom. click on the subscription button.